我觉得我们现在挺满意的吧，已经走到从入围赛走到了4强，我觉得这个成绩就已经对得起我们今年的付出了。如果能走到更远的话，希望能为中国队拿下第1个冠军。
롱주전을 3대 0으로 저희가 이겼을 때 그냥 사람들이 아 맞다 저 삼성이 작년 롤드컵 준우승을 했던 팀이지 그런 생각들을 많이 했을 것 같아요. 잠시 까먹고 있었던 것 같아요. 저희도 그렇고.
紧张的话，其实我是不太有，因为已经跟他们打过这么多次了，更想的是要复仇。SKT 的话其实是没有去年要强的嘛，然后在他们跟 MSF 打 B5的时候，其实也暴露出来他们很多问题。其实他们那把是很大的几率是要回家了的。
사람들은 저희의 시대가 언제 끝날지 되게 궁금해하는 것 같은데 저희는 리그 오브 레전드가 끝나는 그때까지 계속 세계 최고의 팀일 겁니다.
This is a team, when I think of one word, I think of clutch. They are 7-0 in Worlds history in elimination games. They are 9-0 in best of fives at Worlds all time. This team is the back-to-back world champion for a reason, and I believe they're going to go all the way this year.
4강에서 이제 한국과 중국이 만나게 됐는데 저번에도 약간 제가 유럽에 있을 때 이제 그때도 4강이 유럽 대 한국이었는데 약간 좀 대패를 했어요. 그래서 이번에는 대승을 좀 거뒀으면 하는 마음이 있네. 그때 아쉬움이 계속 남아서 이번에도 그렇게 쉽게 무너지고 싶지 않고 정말 중요한 자리라는 걸 알아서 그리고 또 리프트 라이벌즈에서 중국이 1등 하기도 했고 그걸 정말 복수하고 싶어서 이 자리에 온 거기 때문에 4강에서 확실히 끝내놔야 된다고 생각합니다.
Age mid-game from SKT with some late-game options against RNG with scaling everywhere.
We have talked so much this tournament about the favored teams failing to innovate, failing to adapt. Yet SK Telecom here, right out of the bat, a big switcheroo in the Champion Select, whilst RNG are playing the same style that we have seen this tournament, and they have executed on it so far this tournament. It's up to SKT to upset that game plan.
Well, you talk about level 3 ganks on Sejuani, looking at that right now on towards Pwnde. Let me a bit injured, but Pwnde knows he doesn't have oranges. He's got the barrels in the queue, and let me look for the time. He's going to land that again. No way out just yet. Let me get the slow. Here comes the chase. Lands the kill. First blood, and the Chinese crowd goes wild.
Beautiful stuff from RNG. So that was smart from MLXG to buck the trend of this tournament where he's been passive to be a lot more aggressive. And speaking of aggression,
the flash and chase for Faker. They have the damage, knocks him back up. One more shot will do him in. Doesn't need any ability power. Faker gets him down 1-1 so far in the game.
Some confidence, potentially even silencing the very excited crowd is top lane.
Lands a flash, lands a slow. Waiting for the stun against Pwnde. No orange to be popped just yet. Taking a bit of damage, lands a stun, but the taunt is on. Do they have what they need as the orange is out of that one? A couple more shots to do him in. And Pwnde to go 0-2. Here comes Faker. He's going to knock him out of LXG, and that's going to be spicy. Faker on his second kill.
The lane that's getting attacked so heavily.
But what you can compliment RNG about is this timing is up. MSG face checks Blink.
2v1 up against MLXG. Nice knock up there, waiting for the hook as well. Here comes Shen to rejoin the fight as Blink brings it back in towards the team. Faker and Shao in a 1v1 as well. but they split. Blake and a Bloblets. He's going to get his health bar dropped to 0 as the chase continues. A quick stun on towards Wolf as they still knock down that kill. Uzi getting his first, and there's the Nethergraph to find themselves one more kill. Wolf does not have a way out. Sheepishly, he looks at MLXG, gets RNG's 4th kill of the game.
Now, Bang is on the run, but he's seen by a ward here, and 3 members.
Oh, the tornado locks up a bit to flash it away. The ulti out of Pwnde should be enough to buy some time, and yes, Bang stays in, but a flashy.
But straight up, I think it's going to be painful for SKT.
Here we go. Maybe for Bang here in the bot lane. It's going to be a bit of slow spin out of MLXG. Wolf still splashes, does not have an escape path. It's going to be ulti to land the first stun, but no chase yet because the Gangplank ultimate. The knockup is here, and now Faker in the fight as well. Will he get anything for himself? He's suppressed. He's got a lot of damage reduction, plus the shield back in. Still looking at Wolf, but also at MLXG. Force him flash away. Let's bounce gets nothing. Faker still now running away. Knows he's seen by a ward. The chase in for Xiaohu. Couple more hits will do him in. Voidling's got another taunt in for Faker, but one more shot from Uzi will do him in. The deadly venom is going to make it happen. One more auto attack, and it's now 5-2 for the home team.
And the choice here on the bottom side in exchange for it, it's going to be a risky dragon take as Uzi comes in.
For a little bit of something, doesn't get hooked in. Now looks for the next fight to be had, but might get knocked up. As Blake wants to run away from this one, doesn't want to get himself into a fight just yet. Let's bounce popped in, gets over the wall, but a stun lands on the wall. That could be next. Let's break the passive shield pass as well as from his keystone. Flash the wall, staying alive. The flash the chase. A heal comes in. The ulti. Sorry, the silence from across and finds him up. There's the ultimate, and that will be Bang silenced as the next kill. The next chase coming across. They will not yet get Blake, but a 2-for-0.
Faker to walk back into mid, so they have to give up his turret if they want Pwnde as well.
They land the silence. There's the ultimate goal. Orange's pop, but does he have anywhere to go? The barrels might not matter. Uzi on a killing speed, 3-0-1.
For RNG to keep threatening Vision here is, okay, let's hold that point.
Broke off the pass, the hook back in. They're going to knock him down. Xiaohu has fallen. Was left alone with the team nowhere near. Not quite the chase to be had, but 1-for-0 SKT.
Barons, they can't turn off, but they could look for a game.
Other important skills could include Xiaohu's Nethergrass, but look for this one now as they look to take down Faker, who is alone and does not have an easy way out. The rest of the team coming in now as Blank joins the fray, but the ulti pop means the damage is going to be there. MLXG getting his 3rd kill. 9-3 Royal. Looking like he's playing for vision control, not yet starting the Baron, but of course already on the half HP. Redemption to reset to buy some time. They try to knock up Blank. The stun is there, but he's not done in time to block. Despite the ulti from Ming, that's gonna secure. No, he flashes in, but still the smite too early from Blank. The kill though, as Uzi has dropped the fight, re-engaged. Wolf's gonna drop 4v4. Pwnde on the chase. He lands the barrel. Xiaohu's days are numbered, and they're gonna trade 1-for-1. Current health bars being a 3 versus 3 on the map. The ulti coming in for Faker, gonna keep Blank alive a bit longer. MLX to re-engage, only gets the cell to vision though. And he's gonna get his health right back up and multiply it a little bit longer. Let me over the wall. No, the AoE comes in time. MLXG aims at the Bloblets, and now Faker in 1v2. Let me here
For RNG, you can look at the damage dealt.
knock up to be had. He's gonna pull him back in as well. The hook not gonna land though. That was 100 units away in the re-engage in. Blank does not have the passive, but MLXG does not have any health bars left, and he's gonna fall down. The shutdown kill goes over to Pwnde. The chase in for Faker. Can he get
Huge lead and looking like they're going to take it. But here goes another look. Uzi walks up onto Faker and he gets the first hit. But Faker's going to end up with the last.
And it's Galio, right? So he's able to be this far out. You know he's not going to go down instantly. The cavalry arrives from SKT. Uzi does take one of those barrels we were talking about. Doesn't spot it through all the noisy team fights with different skills he has to avoid. And that slow is enough to start the CC chain for SKT.
And they've got the chase here. The low health members of SKT trying to balance because they know the main DPS threat is gone. And they're trying to skirt that line.
Increase the pace of it. The last couple of picks haven't worked.
They're again looking at Xiaohu, their ulti pop to get the Shen ulti out, and the team's gonna run back away, but Letme will find the one-man taunt. Wolf gonna be the target, and here comes Faker. It's gonna be the early disengage of Xiaohu. Block gets the shield pump, they still will not alive, but bang! And the Ting is picking them all off. The Twitch getting all of them. Double kill already. Looking for the next one, but still forced to disengage. Now Faker jumped from the wall to stay alive.
SK Telecom not finding value with this Blitzcrank pick. Teleport coming in from Shen. He'll have the flank onto Bang here to try and come from behind.
Let's see if they get this fight in time. Baron buff on. The ulti's still not there for Uzi. Going in for this fight. It's going to be picked up by MLXG. Picking them all up. Now the fight to begin. Looking for the kills. One already gone as Bang has lost his life. The flash forward for Uzi. Doing it the best he can. And now the passive gone as Faker. Now isolated, suppressed. And there's the Malzahar damage we needed. 3 kills already for the Chinese squad. Looking for a 4th as the slow lands a perfect raid for Let me, and Uzi is here, and the Wolf is gonna be falling. Uzi gets himself another 6 kills in the game, mid-lane under fire. 38.5 minutes, game 1 is done. RNG need 2 more.
This win means so much for RNG. And guys, the reason why I say that is not just the fact that they went up 1-0 against SKT. They actually went up 1-0 in both their best of 5s last year. But it's the fact that RNG stuck to their convictions. What were they good at? Late game team fights. They went for the Twitch Jana. They did not care about giving up Galio, about giving up the early to mid game. Their read was, if it goes long, we will win. And their read was correct on the day, at least for game 1. And the confidence that will bring RNG, it's indescribable.
Let's bring back the heroes of group stages. There is the Gigabyte Marines here with the Nocturne pick. Could be multi-leashes.
I love this world.
Probably not. But then also Ignar showing up previously in the last game as Blitzcrank, now on Leona, and we'll see how they clash. You know, we have seen Camille join with the rest of the team, even though typically a split pushing champion, when you have Galio on top of your back, she can dive into the middle of the team.
That's also true. The back knocks down the Voidling for the re-engage. They're gonna look for this one, the damage. They have it, first blood in the 2-on-2 for SKT.
Reset here.
You have to see the replay. Blank had walked up, and this is the first time we hear the ult pop to that ear-curling scream. The interrupt on the body slam means it couldn't get out, and they do take down Blank.
He ends up getting the kill anyway
Yeah.
after the knockback there, and it is the 1-for-1, but definitely a little bit of a funny interaction as he pops his ultimate.
You get Baron control, you pop the Nocturne ult, maybe you cement it as seeing this counter rotation by RNG bot side, double TP.
Yeah,
Just a single.
Yeah, Hootie already there, but Faker's going to the flash ball. This stuff's going to land, but they have the damage. One picked up already. The re-engage for Faker's only a knock-up. He's still 1 versus 3. The chase forward. Big wants everything. MLSG rather, and no, it's going to be him traded down to the turret. Faker pulling him into the damage output. Uzi waiting the wings, though. The silence is on. Will they re-engage this one? Look for the play as he puts him into the turret. The damage output coming across towards Faker. Then back towards the jungle is Blank. Losing the health bar, but staying alive. The Deadly Venom not going to be quite enough damage. All said and done, looks like a 1-for-1. Yeah, mid-turret dead, through 2 under fire as well. The engage coming across, though. Here comes the spray and pray, looking for a couple more kills. The knock-up to knock back to there, and Minga's fallen already. Now Uzi, a bit isolated. Faker can chase, but doesn't have flash for it. Here comes the dive out of Hootie. Gets hold it back, but they have the burst damage nearsighted, trying to take him down, and they do just almost have the damage, but it's still in the trade as MLG's already dead. Won't force to jump away. The Deadly Venom maybe taking him down. Let me on the chase as well. Faker going towards the turret. Finds Xiaohu for some damage. Looks for a bit more. Let me gets himself the 1 kill. No! He throws the house at him and brings it down in the same swing. A triple kill for the top laner of RNG.
That was so big, it looked like SKT were fighting perfectly, but they took the turret shots, they kept moving forwards, and Let Me made them accountable. He pressed it again on the Varus, and if he trades 1-for-1, he's done his job.
This time it's going to be an easy kill on the Blank. His health bar turned into his name at this point. Nice one picked up. Bot lane, and here comes that Slink. He does have the ultimate across. Here it comes, and of course the dash would have been used. Flash not going to be enough. He's fleeing, but here comes the chase down, and there's not a lot of ways out. MLXG getting low, though. He's got to be careful. The knockup is in for Faker. Make it number 2. The boomerang not going to land. It comes back, but it doesn't matter. A shutdown for the best player in the world. Hoping to bring one more for SKT as Blank now finds an easy jungler to kill. The fear not going to matter. Blank gets himself a solo. There's no chance a Smite gets in range in time, so Uzi, can you stop them? Gets away from the ultimate, does not have his own to use. TP coming in. Will this be a stop? They can try to take down Blank, but it's going to be difficult. This might going to be crap. Here comes a team fight. Will they have the damage? Uzi gets the back line. Now spots out Fig, but meanwhile a kill had already come through. Thanks to Leona. The re-engage. Xiaohu being stunned up, finds the silence, but he does not have any way out. And MLXG, it's going to be a death here, sorry, for Ming as well. Looks like a 3-for-1 advantage SKT.
SK Telecom Baron buff.
Ooh, the flash stun's gonna land, no ulti though, but the chase down's still gonna be had. I don't think Let Me has a way out, and he doesn't. 11-8 now, SKT pushing the lead to 9,000 as they still wear that Baron buff. MF back in the middle, inhibitor will fall. Top lane has already dropped a little while ago. Nice! Amazing explosive cast, got a blanket, the re-engage coming across, looking for a bit more. The knockup's fine. Will they get some more kills? Uzi taunts it up, the flash forward, the body slam is in. 2 deaths already, making a 3rd shortly. SKT will not be stopped inside their opponent's base. Xiaohu practically alone now as the support can only sit and watch the base starts to fall. Hootie walking away. He's gonna stay alive. The turrets will fall in 8 minutes faster than RNG did it in game 1. SKT looks to close back into game 2 as their 4th kill comes in for the fight. And the reigning world champions are closing in on their march.
Is this the beginning of another series? We see SK Telecom giving away game number 1, limping in game number 1 due to some new picks, and then a resurgence.
But game 2, it was more new picks, Kobe. They stuck with what they were trying. It wasn't Blitzcrank, it was the Leona, but the execution difference the analyst desk talked about was definitely massive. The Leona was clean from Wolf, a pick he hasn't played in many moons. They tried the same strategy, and compared to game 1, where they had the picks, but the execution really halted them at the start, so suddenly it was 2-item Twitch very early, and their game plan fell apart. In this game, the timings were hit, the objectives stacked up, and it was straightforward for SKT.
Be on tanks, seems to be okay for them.
And they do also have this combination of the Hextech ultimatum and the hero's entrance from Galio to guarantee an initiation on one member. That member is Uzi, to be clear. No way to cancel that out when you get enough duration on the ultimate as you get levels on the Hextech ultimatum. So even though split push Camille is the first order of business, the backup team fighting is there with this particular solo lane duel.
Foul, they walk right back out of this one. The flash forward, he's going for the big play. One more attack. Xiaohu heals. One more hit. First blood in the mid lane. And it's an execute because there is no damage dealt. Worth it in all chat.
He returned damage off.
What? Was it on me?
After the mid lane incident here, he's coming for his Raptor camp now.
Good smite, actually. Blank grabs that one. The stun could be landing. The taunt in there as well. And not quite the damage kill on Blank, but now with the jump, they have this one. Pwnde might TP to save him. Will they do it? Cell Division is popped, running out of health, and who's going to get the kill on this one? Xiaohu, 300 gold richer with a blue.
Going away, SKT's game plan is so reliable.
Yeah, you say that's all they want, but that's a lot to ask for. Here comes Blank though, mid lane.
The taunt hit confirms the knock. If this could be enough damage, Let's Bounce brings him right into the turn. The knockback there as well. Perfect coordination for the SKT duo, and a kill comes through to Blank. Looking at the blue buff right now on both these sides. The junglers here, the mid lane is coming by as well. Xiaohu right now has the inside track, looking for this play as Classic slingshots right back out. No vision right here. It's not in the brush, but a nice smite. MLXG combos it well. But now Faker sees Xiaohu, gets the knockup, trades in a bit more damage, and the taunt actually turns into basically nothing. Faker just lets it go immediately, walks away.
Yeah, swaps coming in, but there's so much pressure on mid lane, they haven't found the opportunity.
Here comes the big play, the flash to stun up Faker. The rest of the team not going to come through just yet as the TP does come in for Let Me. Bounce brings him back in. Faker's been stopped. The ulti not quite going to land, but the rest of CC's still going to come through. Faker running for his life, but no summoners to save him now. The rest of the chase should be just a formality. And Uzi shows up crucially. 4 assists to give the Vayne a kill.
Dial. In the bot lane, the turret's almost down his mid lane.
Looking for winning out into the mid lane, though. The hard CC going to be landed and chained together. Look at the burst. A crowd on Xiaohu, forced to run away. Does get knocked up. Good aim by Faker. The rest of the team coming across, gets the shield. Tries to one. He will just get out of range. Someone to heal, buys a bit more time as he looks to turn it back in, but don't know if they have the damage to knock down Faker. MLXG still in the chase. Pops the ulti for him, but a nice taunt by some time. Blank back in. Another shield comes through and the rise. Do you believe he stays alive?
I am thoroughly enjoying these 2v2s mid.
And they're going to knock him down. Do you have to believe it? No, they can't quite get the damage. Yes, they do. Will it be another? Not just quite, but the turret turns to the Cell Division. But can you respect Galio's damage up? But now Wolf, he's hunting. He smells blood in the water.
Pushing the Maokai and taking Rift Herald is the next step, but suddenly we got a half step here, guys.
4 versus 2, no turn to hide behind. The TP stop, but it's still 3v2. Turned invulnerable, buys a few seconds, the knock up there. But Uzi's trying to stay alive, the barrier in. He's still surviving, and now he's turning it around, looking for Blank, looking for the chase down now on the bang. Pop the ulti stun gonna land. One or dual man, but Faker gonna join, flashes forward. They won't quite catch up Blank, but now it's the Galio's turn to get the damage across. Shields coming in, and they can't find the kill. And Uzi to get his second 5-2 RNG.
And now they can push on this bottom lane turret. Power to Brunt here on this top side. Xiaohu is on the bottom side, and they want to use the numbers advantage to grab back some turret.
Let Me wants to stand there 1v4 and buy some time. Ulti comes across, finds this stun, but Let Me lose this life as the Maokai. The big AoE slow comes across, doesn't mean all that much. They're still running away. Blank, actually, you gotta be kidding me! Drops down to the turret. I didn't think it was possible, but MLXG finds himself the kill. The re-engage it. Goodbye, turret. Meanwhile, fighting the top side, looking for Bang. They rid him up the chase forward. He blasts the safety, but one more shot will do him in. And Xiaohu finds it. Faker now amidst 4. The push is in. Do they have the damage they need to kill him off? The chase continues in, and he's not going to be long for the world. And they're invulnerable under the turret. That's going to be number 3. Cell Division be damned. They will get the damage. You've got to believe it'll happen. A double kill for the Vayne, for
Uzi 4-0-2.
During this time, Huni is split pushing for SKT.
They bring in Let Me. He's kidnapped to the back line. No bus trying to put him into the fountain, though, buying a bit more. And now onto the turrets a little bit longer. The Cosmic Radiance buys a few more seconds as well. And Faker taking a lot of damage forced away. Turret number 1 falls. The health bar's getting a bit low, though. They've got to respect this. There could be a 5v4 because Camille is still pushing. Huni is still answering the siege from RNG.
Xiaohu brought in the minion wave to try to finish the game, get the turret, because the spin push continues. Here's the turn.
The flash re-engage. Can they kill Faker? Because Camille's not stopping. They will knock down the mid lane. Unstoppable. Uzi is himself. And Wolf is going to be skinned as well. Here's the teleport now. Huni needs to keep his team alive. 5 versus 3 to win the game. To go up 2-1. Uzi on the fountain. Flashing away. Getting away from Huni. Looking for the damage up. But can they get rid of it? Yes, they can. No one left to stop them. RNG are a single game away from making history.
You can see the look on Bang's face. He is devastated. RNG once again against the Scalio comp for the 3rd time in a row have those small timings. And just like SKT in game 2, RNG exploded the game. One single team fight with 2-item Uzi. That passage of play, it ended the game.
Rumble gonna make his entrance. A high damage team out of Royal Never Give Up. The only tank gonna be that Jarvan from MLXG, and he's got Warrior earlier this series. A Straka to keep them healthy though if they can.
And a lot of possibilities here for RNG actually spiking on just a couple of items. Rumble, Rise can both excel in that scenario, even though you think of, oh yeah, Twitch always needs to scale up and get crit multipliers going. They have so much that could be carried by strong solo lanes early.
So it's down right now, and MXG smelling blood at the blue buff.
I think he does see Peanut goes to the knockup, finds some damage. Red buff on means he got some damage out, but Peanut running towards the blast code, gonna stay alive on this. MLXG able to smite away and take one of the wolves. Takes number 2, takes number 3, gets an entire camp away.
Walking off Uzi and MLX. Oh, they've actually cut him off.
Spotted again. Here comes the damage up, but aggro pulled right there. They're gonna get a bit of the damage across. A couple of summoners burned, but Wolf forced a flash away. 2 summoners on each side use the defensive ones for RNG, and the flash out from Wolf. Looking again at the chance of an invade. They know the blue buff is up, and once again, they're going for the steal. Peanut is around. He's got the vision on it as well. Does he get the smite? No. MLXG grabs it. Could not hand it over to Xiaohu. He would have been outsmited by Peanut.
But Duo has been incredibly important. Now he's half health, walking down and chasing Peanut out of his own jungle.
Fight for the Grump. Smite won by Peanut. Fight comes in. RNG is here. No silence to be had. The knockup is over. Good of all he goes. Finds him with body slam. Explosive cast back into the squad. But look at that from MLXG. The flag and drag perfectly buffered to get back to safe.
No ult here from Peanut.
Good smite. Peanut actually doing a really good job with these smite fights. I think he's won every straight-up duel that's been available to him. Sometimes he's been down, but otherwise a pretty good job. Pharaoh gets a bit more, and maybe looking for the play here. Faker has the taunt ready. This could be the first kill of the game. The knockups continue on. MLXG goes to the knockup, and there are no more spells to land. A couple of getting himself a right at first blood in an exciting game.
Faker ran out of mana, was in position to put down the...
Huni get the push going, and this might just be it. Yes, the team is coming across. Huni gonna walk away. Realm Warp gets Xiaohu behind, and suddenly Huni in a 1v4. Lands into Rune Press, into silence, into the root. There's no way out just yet. The attack's still coming through. Huni has the flash, won't use it. Uzi finds kill number 2 of the game. Baron spawns, and here we go. A knock at the one, and Huni, he's still got the flash, but he's silenced. Inside the pit, finally jumps out, and Faker rejoins the play. As the Cloud Drake falls, it's Faker's turn to run away, but he's not taking much meaningful damage. Jumps into a wall, and walks away in his magic damage shield, blocking most of it anyway.
Eventually, but I think going for the extra magic resistance trend is probably smartest. Here we go.
Flash 4, they catch them both in. Flash for 2, that's a good trade, and RNG get mid lane. Jarvan makes it hard to steal away. Uzi does have the ulti though. In comes the team and the flash to get away. They're so afraid of what Huni can do to them. With the Mega Gnar, Uzi on the wings, he to buy some space, but he gets shot down. The Cosmon damage is there, and the chase back in. Bang will not be felled. He will find more targets than Xiaohu to lose his life as well. Another one in for Huni. That's 4 for nothing, SKT.
Cut in 28 minutes with the Baron buff. They're going to start threatening here, SKT.
Top of the rise, the re-engage the backside. Do they have the explosive damage they need? The re-engage, but look at the AoE. Shredding everybody. And now Faker forced to run with the team suddenly in front of him. He's got nowhere to go. They've surrounded him, and Faker, without a flash, without a prayer, double kill for Uzi.
When they needed the most, the spiciest of hot pots, laid down there with the Rumble ultimate over all members of SKT. Long enough Well, here we go.
They've got himself a little bit explosive cast buys a few more seconds, and now they can find themselves Soraka wish to buy a little bit more. They're going to jump away. Redemption gets some more health as well. That is several ultis down, but not Uzis. Twitch still has it.
Exactly, and the flash.
Just use ultimate to try to clear this wave. No equalizer available.
Gotta respect a flash out of all the tanks, though. Huni can do it, so can Faker. Gotta respect this. He's not gonna go in just yet. Looking for backline access now. A slow. No, yet the spray and pray. And will be a disengage so far. SKT, the re-engage, but he's tanky. It's not an easy kill to go for. And the flash forward. Bang wants to do it. He channels it under Wound, and he gets the kill. Uzi's dead. And without a carry, this could be the game just now. The flash forward. They found the second, a double for the Kog'Maw.
We see it once again. You can't get away from that Kog'Maw. Bang flashes forward, and now SK Telecom inside the base, looking to push this one to a game 5.
And Faker recalls to heal up and TP back here for the next wave. It's all about wave 2 then for RNG in the 3v5, but here comes the siege, looking for the turrets, looking to bring it to game number 5. And 5 men strong, they look. There's the taunt, they're going for the kill first in a Xiao, who Huni joins in as well, and he does not have a way out. Bang gets his third in a row. Now the turret's left to fall. Faker gets number 4, and there is no stopping them. Soraka is not going to heal a building. The stone will crumble. RNG will drop in game 4, so they continue to find a couple more kills for good measure.
No minion wave here, so it's buying a little bit of time. Ming will die as well. This should be the win for SKT. No SKT fan would have said build around Bang, but that's exactly what they did.
And the Uzi 1v5's knocking him out of the Nexus. Falls SKT! Bring us to game 5!
Step number 1 for SKT complete. They are now 8-0 in elimination matches.
Head in hands, last game. Much more calm is Bang. Like I said, no SKT fan after this World and his struggles would have predicted that building around Bang of all things, taking the Galio that they've gotten 4 games, but turning it into much more of a defensive peel Galio rather than an early game facilitator Galio, actually worked a treat. It was LPL-esque and how they were able to do this, to pull off the timing of the Cosmic Radiance with no engaged lower. I mentioned the Lee Sin. It seemed likely when they held on to it, but a risky choice by RNG.
Incredibly risky. We mentioned how difficult it is to play the team fights with the Taric, using it effectively. And as Papa said, not a lot of control here, crowd control specifically, from the RNG lineup in select here, but Taric and Tristana can also apply a tremendous amount of kill pressure. Ming, though, taking a lot of damage on the outside.
Not a lot of ways out, he flashed, but it's gonna be Peanut in range! He's gonna get in there with the Ignite, the damage comes through, first blood for Bang! This could be a 3 versus 2, and Uni looking to go continually forward, wants to find the CC. Instead, they will find alone time with this turret, though.
Sweeper misses the ward, so Peanut
Over the play, flash only lands, here's the rest of the knockup, and they're gonna have all the CC they need. MLXG gonna drop 2-0 SKT. Dodge time, and Shahu gonna find himself a duel against Mooney, but he's gotta be careful. Peanut is around, a lot of burst damage. He's almost gonna take him, 1 rocket, but the damage reduction of the Galio saves Hooney's life.
Side. So if the front line can play well enough to disrupt the auto attacks and the damage output, then it could be similar. Here we go on the bottom side, though. Let me into target.
2 puts in the dodge. He buys a lot of time, and here comes the rest of the squad. Wolf is here. The taunt to buy some time, but Peanut can walk away. SKT, 3 unanswered kills.
That was really strong. Even through the dodge field, able to pick him up. They'll summon the Rift Tower, force RNG to react bot side, and Baker's just leaving open, trying to wave clear around the mid lane.
Baker feels like he's constantly trying to put out fires across the map, but
look at the number 1 burning on top. Flash kicked him into a wall, and all the rest of the damage is there. Huni, of course, the standard. It's not a lot of durability, honestly. He can be cut down in a fight now. Looking at the next shot towards Bang. Good damage up in here. Shahu getting him down almost. The barrier, the wild growth, both keep him alive. I think Bang forgot he didn't finish IE yet. He just got a Zeal, which is more than the combined cost of what an Infinity Edge takes, which is like 1,200 change. Like, I think he just overlooked the fact that he's lowering his damage output, which may come to hurt him in a team fight, but we'll see.
For a teleport to join the rest of the team, but here they go!
Cataclysm pops and kicks right back to the rest of the team. MLXG hoping to buy some time, will get flashed on by Faker. The knockups to follow, here comes Shen. The knockups are coming in, do they have the damage output? MLXG trying to run away, getting on the wall, staying alive with a chase in for Peanut. Will find the first kill and break all of the silence. And the chase now for Let Me slowed, and no flash, but getting away, but a dead jungler is all SKT needs.
They find the kill on the jungler, and that's all SK Telecom need to flip the switch. Baron started up once again.
Still pretty far away, walking in an easy solo on the Drake for Huni. Baron losing more and more with health. 8,000 health left. You can see a quick blink in. Uzi nearby. Bang, hitting the shots in. Down to 4,000. Let me in the front line. Here's the TP in for Pwnde. And a trap gets Uzi too low. Royal never gonna forfeit the Baron. The spike comes through, and now it might be too late for Xiaohu. Flashing away, hitting the blue for a bit of move speed, but his health bar's running low, and Faker will shut him down.
SKT was so reliable on the defense that
4-stack Elder Dragon going to SKT. He has to respect Faker. Spike comes in. Pwnde goes for the Mega Dart. The triple stun. Here's the follow through. It's going to be 2 already. And into the back lane goes Letme. Cannot kill off Wolf though as the Chinese members are falling left and right. Uzi on the run. Peanut here to follow soon. Jumps forward, finds the dunk to flash away. But it's a 3v5. Can you win this fight and make it down to 2? This could be the death now. Uzi trying to kite from Pwnde. It's not going to happen. That's 4. That's going to be 5. That's the ace.
And the legend of SK Telecom will not die today.
I've been told they're immortal, but they are not going to die today. A 12,000 gold lead. The team fight when they need it. SKT, masters of control, will take down the Nexus, will take down RNG, and are headed to their 4th World Championship final.
you never profess the death of SKT at Worlds until you see it in front of your eyes. Najin Shield went up 2-1 against them in 2013. Rox Tigers went up 2-1 last year. This team has been down multiple match points before, but they keep coming back, and Uzi could not be the clutch player in the last game. MLXG made the match about himself, drafting the Lee Sin. No big kick coming through from MLXG, and the SK Telecom T1 juggernaut rolls forward to a 4th World Final.
It rolls forward